You're here because you're thinking, go high level, white label SaaS or SWAS, software with a service. Is that possible? What does it look like to build a business? It is possible. And in this video, I'm going to break down what I think are the vital steps to get you started. I've helped hundreds of people do this. Stay with me. Software as a service or white labeling Go High Level, which is an even better option as software, right? You don't have to build it yourself, is a very lucrative opportunity. And I think you're right at the crossroads of where the world is at as well. We've got people working all over the world, no longer coming into offices. Software is becoming more and more important. And High Level is a leader in the white labeling area. And it's easy for you to get started to build a business. You don't have to worry about the product so much, right? If you are going to sell the software, you've got a full company with 800 people working on it. You just have to sell it and manage those people. So how do you get started? A lot of people come to me and go, this is amazing, Pamela. How do I get started? What is white labeling? This is a really important concept to understand and just how prevalent it is in the world. A company, in this example, Go High Level, is giving you the ability to put your name and logo on it, and you can sell it like yours. Your domain, everything. People don't even know that it's High Level. You're able to put this wrapper on it and then walk out into the marketplace and start selling it. Go High Level is a leader, as I mentioned, and the few things that I think you need to pay attention to are product development, support, business leadership, innovation. They're very diverse and inclusive culture, financial stability and growth, and their global outreach as well are things that you need to pay attention to because they've got that would take you years to build. It's available to you right out of the gate when you choose to partner with High Level. So the first thing that you need to understand when you go to build a business is this is going to cost you time and or money. If you've got lots of money, you can get the answers to the questions you seek by paying Zuckerberg or whoever owns Google to go and get that data for you. In my experience, I'm not really an advocate for burning money because I think the ability to conduct the market research, which is what you need to do, one-on-one talking to people is vital. You are going to balk at that idea, along with just about everyone else that I talk to. And this is how I can tell whether or not you're going to win at this game. If you're not willing to do this really initial first step, it scares you, then how in the world are you going to sell it? How are you going to get in front of enough people and talk to enough people to get enough leads to sell it? Because you're in the lead game. And if you can't understand who that lead is and what that lead needs from you, what's the problem that they're facing today, not what you think it is. What do they really think the problem is? It is not email. What's the real problem? If you do not conduct the correct market research, you are not going to be able to take the next step. You're going to spin around the next step. And that is, what do you offer, right? If you don't know how to put together the offer, if you're not sure what it is that you're wanting to offer, it's because you have not done enough research. Once you do enough research, I say 10 to 15 people, get out in front of these people, ask them to do a quick interview and ask them real business questions. What's it like for you right now? What's going on? What's your biggest problem? What keeps you up at night? If you could wave a magic wand, what would it be that you'd request? What is it that's on your to-do list that you just can't get off the to-do list? What's the last person you hired to do a task for you? Did it work? Did it not work? What would you like to automate? Where are you spending you can hear me. So once you get out and talk to enough business owners, you're going to be able to come up with questions like that as well, because you're going to be able to use the language of your people. And from there, and only from that spot, do you move to the next step, and that is logo and or branding. A lot of people get the name and the logo way before they've done any research or way before they've even given a thought around what the brand is actually going to stand for in the marketplace. It's not the logo and it's not the colors. What are the values that you hold dear? What is it that you want to wake up every goddamn day and eat for breakfast? What's that problem? That's what you need to put into this branding. The colors of the logo will come from color psychology. The name will come out of what words your client is using. I just had an incredible lady reach out to me that I'm working with, who's one of my affiliates, and says, here's the name of my Facebook group. And I go, excellent. Where's in that name? Where's the name of the person you're actually talking to? And are they typing that word into Facebook or into Google? No, they're not, because she was talking about a feature. We need to get down to benefits of what is it that this is going to solve for people. It's the thinking work. And a lot of people want to run right past the thinking work and they struggle. And you're going to then kick into money. You're going to have to fund this thing for 6 months or 8 months and pay for software you never make any money back from. That is absolutely devastating. It doesn't have to happen if you understand these steps need to happen first. I actually recommend you don't buy the software until you've done all of this work. And then when you are ready, let's buy the software. We'll already have 5 clients because you'll have gone and talked to them. Boom. Yes, that's the way this needs to be handled. You need to do the legwork out front. There's a blog post that goes with this for sure that absolutely is going into more detail. There are really great tips and tricks on how to do the logos and the domains, etc. Then and only then are we going to be able to, quote unquote, this is what people come to me for. How do I pull it all together into an offer? The reason we don't know what to offer is because we haven't gone out and spoken to anyone and understood what the problem was. You don't even know generally which way to go. Who do you want to talk to, right? So you just go talk to people who are in your vicinity, either in your city or you're going to go to your family or where you went to school. There are people in your circle right now that you could talk to. You've got a history somewhere and you're going to get pointed in that direction. And then what's going to happen is they're going to start to tell you what problems they are facing. Are they struggling to get their leads to convert? Are they struggling to get their people to finish their course? Are they struggling with getting people to show up on phone calls? Are they struggling with conversations all over the place and they can't get back to their leads in time? Are they struggling with not being able to answer the phone? Are they struggling and needing to hire more staff to do X, Y, Z that maybe the software could do for them? This is where the offer is going to then come from, is they're going to tell you what it is. And you're going to come back into the software and you're going to sit for a minute and you're going to think, how could I put this all together? They need email, but yet I know that they need to have the funnel as well. And they're going to need the conversations, etc. The person with the course is going to need the workflows, the emails. She's going to need the course platform. Let's talk about community. Let's pull some of these things together. And then, boom, you've got your offer. And it should be named really well. You need to have a really cool name, something that's going to really stand out in the marketplace and is going to catch your ideal client's attention. And the only way you can catch their attention is if you've actually spoken to them and used their language. There's a reason that you don't pay attention to some of the stuff online is because it's not talking directly to you. Simple example, you have a dog, you see an ad on Facebook for cat food, you don't even think it's got that same company's got dog food. You as a marketer need to do that work for your client. You need to go and tell them exactly what it is that you offer and how you offer it. And if you don't know what that person is actually needing right now in their business, you're going to struggle in your high-level business. The next piece you need to think about is how are you going to support people? High Level has a very excellent source of resources for you. And you need to think about how you're going to support, because if you're going to have minimal support or absolutely like top-notch support, that's going to take us into our next question that you have. And that is, what do I charge? And you're going to charge based on what it is that you are offering, a little bit about what your competition is doing, a little bit about what it is that what's Kajabi, etc. kind of thing. And then you're going to determine what is it that you want the experience to be like. And then I want you to run the numbers on what it is to create that experience for your people. A lot of the people that I work with, I'm on retainer in very big companies, and I can see the level of support, 5 calls a day, checklist, customized training, one-on-one support. Whenever they need it, they can reach out to the team. There is a whole help desk of dozens of people that are helping build this whole thing around what the software is doing for them in their businesses. It's really up to you, the level of support that you want to offer. Watch what High Level is doing. You cannot get on a Zoom call with MailChimp or Zoom or Kajabi. Good luck reaching the owner. Good luck having any say in exactly what the software is being built to do. All of it you have. Would you like that same experience for your people? And what would you really want to ideally charge for that based on not your wallet or your money mindset or what your father tells you he'll pay, but what will the market pay? Take a look at what they're paying right now. ClickFunnels 2.0 is $300 and you get like 3 domains. The minimum $297. If you can't sell it for $297, you haven't got the avatar right, you haven't got the branding right, and you don't have the service right, and you don't have the offer right because you don't know enough data. You don't have enough information. When pricing, you've absolutely got to take a look at your time. You need to be able to hire either a salesperson or a support person pretty quick. And if you want to do both, one of them is going to suffer and it's going to cost you. You've got monthly operating costs that you need to take care of. And if you cut yourself off because you're charging $97 and you can't get the support for your people, so you start doing it, you're just going to cut both your legs off right at the knees. So it's very important to take a look at this long term. And what will people pay for software? What will they pay for what High Level offers? A lot more than a lot of people are charging. A little bonus tip on this one. I think the direct conversations, you need to go local and get right into your community around what's going on, the conversations that are happening right now, Chamber of Commerce, BNI meetings, meetups, all sorts of stuff is happening. There's local events that you could get to and start talking to people and talking to them about their problem and saying, I might have a solution. Can I get back to you on that? And then actually go back to them on that. And then the other thing that I think you could do is start some workshops on email marketing, how to get your emails delivered, or how to build a really great community. Do some research. Throw out this workshop. Go to your chamber. Go to your online Facebook group that's wonderful, that might build some rapport with the owners of it, and get in there and see if you can offer this free course that you've got or this free workshop that you've got. There's lots of really great ways to go about doing this to get that research and to get the data that you're looking for. So I'm really good at this. I've been doing this forever. My whole shtick was the client game for a long time. That's what I was not good at until I figured it out. And then one day I was really good at it. And I can help you figure this out. There's a 30-day trial down below for High Level. And I'd love to walk with you on this journey. You get one-on-one access to me. There's a link around here somewhere for you to get on a call if you'd like. See you soon.